Hi guys, good evening. Let's begin with today's analysis for the week. Okay, so what I noticed on Nifty is there was this gap up last week, and you can see this entire week we have been playing in the same range, no breakout, no continuation, and no retracement also, right? So what does that really mean? Now, if we take a look at the weekly chart, you can see we have an indecision candle after this gap up, right? Which is an indication that the gap up, the strength was not as much as it should have been, right? So a much higher chance of a correction now than before. And if you look at the daily chart, so I'm not saying that we would be back in a downtrend, but there should be a pullback at least till about 11,270 levels, right? Now, if we look at this chart analysis for the stocks, I can see majority of the stocks are showing signs of either a downtrend or a retracement, and Nifty is also showing signs of a retracement. So there was this consolidation breakout, and now we're looking at a pullback, and the market to go and test 11,270 levels. So that's a view on Nifty, and let's see what Bank Nifty says. Exact same scenario in Bank Nifty also, right? So both Nifty, Bank Nifty are showing that we are looking at a retracement here. Let's just check the level. 28,915 is the level that I'm expecting to be tested next week. Now let's begin with our analysis for this week. As you can see, everything, most of them are red. So I'd like to start with Apollo Hospitals, and looking at the weekly chart, I can tell you that I'm expecting a further retracement until the previous support level, which is at 1296, right? So there was a rejection, then you can see last week we were seeing strength, but this week it has negated all positive movement. So expecting Apollo Hospitals to be bearish, but remember that we are already at a support, right? So this needs to be broken, which just implies that you can see a slight pullback before going into the short. Amara Raja Battery, here again I'm expecting a correction. We had this lows getting higher and then a breakout. Now we're looking at a correction. So a correction until 684 is what's expected on Amara Raja. So that's for next week. Arvind has been on a downward move. On the daily chart, we got the confirmation a few days back, but weekly confirmation, which is much stronger, just happened this week. So you can see we have a bearish engulfing indicating continuation of the downtrend. So this is good to short. I would be on the selling side of this. Ashok Leyland, you can see breakdown and a retracement. So the same level which was broken has been tested with a strong pin bar, right? A rejection candle. So expect this to again touch the low of 57.55 and probably continue moving downwards. Aurobindo Pharma, you can see we have a downward move. We had the correction which completed, and now we have the confirmation with a bearish engulfing. So target 536. Bajaj Finance, again you can see there's a strong breakout. This has been bullish for a while. We had a gap up candle, and in this we have the movement continuing, right? So if Nifty were to show the same thing, I would be bullish on Nifty, but you can see Nifty is not showing this, although Bajaj Finance is, which is showing that this is really strongly bullish. So if you get a slight pullback, it's a good time to enter and hold on to this. Bank of Baroda, again signal to start the decline. Yes, there is a support here, but a retest has already been done of the resistance. The pullback was done, and after the pullback we are seeing engulfing and signs of downward move. So which is what I would rely on, and also Bank Nifty being bearish, so I'm bearish on Bank of Baroda. Most stocks that I see are bearish. Bosch, you can see rejection and confirmation. So bearish on Bosch. Britannia, really strong rejection candle at the previous resistance, right? So this is again bearish. However, there could be a pullback and then a bearish move. So don't short at the current price. Wait for the market to pull up a little bit, find the best entry and then take the short. That you can always zero down using the higher time frame or the lower time frame or the 4 hour or the 1 hour charts. So what I do is I would do a retracement and try to enter at least 50% of this move. Siemens India, you can see that we have strong weekly confirmation, bearish engulfing after retest. So this is a breakout. Now the downtrend is just starting, so I'm expecting further a good move in this, which is still pending. Escorts tested the resistance and now showing bearish movement, signs of bearish movement. Gale again looking good to short. Godrej Industries, we have a bearish continuation candle. Grasim Industries, again you can see bearish move and a confirmation. Don't worry about this support because this support has been tested, price did a pullback and now a confirmation. So this time we're expecting, although you can always be cautious when the price reaches here, but I'm expecting this to further test the lower support, which is at 639. Gujarat State Fertilizer, here again rejection at the nearby resistance. Hindalco is bearish again. You can see it has now finally given a confirmation. We have the evening star, we have bearish engulfing, we have the breakdown of the spinning top, so lots of candlestick confirmation, and this is also resistance. Hindustan Unilever, you can see there was a rejection pin bar. So although this has been in a breakout on the upside, but you can see a pullback, right? Market doing a correction to 1885 levels before you can see further upward move. India Siemens, we have a bearish pin bar indicating further downward move, targeting the low of 68.05. IRB Infrastructure again shows the signs of continuation on the downside. General Steel, bearish move, bearish confirmation. JSW, here again we have a dark cloud cover showing bearish movement for next week. Jubilant Food, we are expecting a pullback after this pin bar to at least test 1266. As you can see, so many shorts, right? Karnataka Bank, bearish, Bank Nifty being bearish. This is a good short. We have strong confirmation. L&T Finance Holding looking strongly bearish. You can see the reason is obvious on the chart. McDowell on the other hand is bullish. We had this gap up opening and continuation, right? Although we're reaching a resistance level, but market looks bullish here. Because there could be a slight pullback, but I would say here the best strategy to trade this would be to buy at the dip, not really try to target the short, because it's looking strong. It may not retest till 635. It might just start to move up also. Maruti strongly bearish. You can see daily is looking like a consolidation, but weekly is giving a good signal. We retested the resistance and we have a rejection from there, right? So downward move expected on Maruti next week. Motherson Sumi again looks bearish. NBCC, as you can see that we had this channel, horizontal channel, actually a consolidation breakout, and the retest was only about 23% or 38.2%. So that shows that a lot of 23% pullback. That shows that we can expect a lot of this entire move is again pending on the downside. So this is strongly bearish. NCC again rejection and a bearish move. So confirmation also. So looking good to sell. NHPC again shows a downward move, but here because of the way it moves, you can try and target only the nearby support at 22.05. ONGC, we have a clean move, a downward swing, a pullback. Let's see what were the retracement levels. Seems like 38. Yes, it has done 38.2% correction and now a confirmation. So again, ONGC, we are bearish. First target would be 115.75. RBL Bank, you can see that it is showing good a rejection followed by a confirmation that the market would be moving downwards. 286. Reliance, we can see that market is now breaking out. We had a low, a higher low this week, retest, and so Reliance is showing good signs of bullish movement. So Reliance again is bullish against the trend, against the market. All the Nifty is bearish, but Reliance does look strongly bullish. So here you can hold on to it if you're holding, else you can enter a buy. Sale, bearish. Clear charts. Clear charts is what we are seeing this week. Siemens, you can see it is still bearish, bullish, closing at the high. No retracement, no tails, strongly bullish. So a slight pullback and we could enter. So next week, when all the stocks are doing the correction, you could look at a re-entry in this if you haven't gotten into it. And Sun Pharma is bearish. You can see it just breaking out of the consolidation on the daily chart. Weekly is giving signals again, but we have support here, so 368 would be the first target. Tata Motors indicating that it's going to continue. The automobile sector definitely looks bearish. Overall, the sector is bearish, so this is good to be on the selling side. Tata Power, strong bearish engulfing. You can see that the weekly candle is opened higher than previous week's close and closed lower than previous week's opening. The strong bearish engulfing. Tata Steel again a retest and now downward move confirmation. Let's see Fibonacci. We see a pullback of 23.6, showing that Tata Steel has a lot to fall. Still lots to go. Titan, we see a double top here, rejection. So now you can see that Titan is probably making a top. If for nothing, you can at least target 1163 levels, right? Once it reaches here, we'll see whether the continuation happens further downward or not. But as of now, Titan looks bearish, giving signs of bearish movement because of this double top formation. And then we have Wockhardt Hospitals, as I said, was looking bearish. Wockhardt again looking bearish. So most stocks looking bearish except Siemens, Reliance, McDowells, and Bajaj Finance. So these four are bullish and rest of the market looks bearish. Nifty looks bearish, at least retracement, and so does Bank Nifty. Banking sector down, automobiles also bearish, other stocks doing retracement, right? So good to be on the selling side this week, except for Bajaj Finance, Reliance, and McDowells and Siemens, right? See you next week. Trade well. Good luck. Bye bye.